Hi Aries, welcome into your mid-February 2025 money and career tarot reading. I do want to apologize for two things to begin this video before we get into your reading. I do apologize for the sound if it's not perfect, as I did forget my microphone at home and I just truly don't feel like going back for it. But as well, do want to apologize for being a bit late posting this. As I do aim for, naturally around the center of the month, the middle of the month. But with that said and done, it is absolutely meant to pertain to and speak upon the remainder of the month when you, regardless of when you tune into this. But it as well could be talking about a bit before, all right? So just apply it as you may, or simply see how it plays out for you. For Aries, we're gaining the Two of Pentacles and the Devil card. They just gave me a vision of a period being put after we're gaining. All right, this Aries collective is gaining at this time. I feel like you're going to be wanting more than you're receiving. It's almost this feeling of you gaining a level of abundance, whether for a lot I find it's very financial, right? You make money, you receive money, you're gifted money. I'm hungry for more, right? It reminds me that I need more, that I even want more. This could be in regards to success for your business, through your job. I want more recognition is what I'm hearing. They're saying cool your jets, keep the motivation alive, maybe even notice how that hunger is helping you and or working against you at certain points. But they're saying don't lose the appreciation and gratitude for what you are receiving and seeing work to your advantage at this time more than ever. But the Two of Pentacles and the Devil card, because they're saying you're for a lot drawn to the reading at risk of a burnout. This could also talk about toxicity at work or maybe at home for some, and it doesn't have to be limited to just one situation, but for the majority it is. And this also will talk about you, for some, going through this balancing act, maybe even this deciding, choosing sort of moments in the remainder of this month where they're asking you, why are you so easily giving into temptation? This could be, entailing overspending, over-consuming. This could even be participating in sticky conversations, say gossip or rumors being spread in your direction. You know what I mean? You're in the driver's seat, so please remember this. But it does feel like they're saying that the possibilities are more alive within your world at this time. So let's remember that as things are taking place, being accomplished by you. But the King of Pentacles, because I really find that this, with the combination of the Two of Pentacles, is your energy at this time, okay? You're, again, going through this balancing act. You're weighing things out. You're prioritizing, multitasking, but you're also very much in this King of Pentacles energy where you're honoring yourself and patting yourself on the back, giving yourself a round of applause in a sense, taking a bow. You're sitting back in your Aries throne. If you do find yourself feeling a bit overwhelmed for one if not multiple reasons, in one if not multiple situations, for a lot it's at work, it's understandable, right? It could be how someone's working and or is energy-wise, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's expectations playing into it, noise factors, you name it. But it feels like this is a time for you where they're saying take a deep breath. Maybe even hold your breath. If you find your heart is racing, hold it for 30 seconds. Breathe in deeply, hold it for 30 seconds, and breathe out. Trust me, it'll reduce your heart rate very strategically. But there's a feeling of things potentially overwhelming you or overstimulating you at certain points when you're working and or just at home or is out and about spending money, being somebody where I feel things do affect you. They're also saying there's a lot on your plate, and it's understandable when you feel a little bit all over the place or just tired, you know what I mean? But there is a feeling of you, for a lot, being reminded you have a lot of options. Do you need a new situation? Are you thinking about maybe leaving something behind, but you haven't even looked into the potential new options? Because as an Aries, when you want to make a change, you'll make a change. You know what I mean? As I said that very aggressively. And I find that this is a period for you where You're remembering this, Spirit's reminding this to you. So as much as you can, I'm guilty of this as well, as much as you say you want a new job, or as much as you say you want to shift to a more ideal living situation, or you maybe want to become an entrepreneur, if you're saying this but not actually working towards it, yeah, of course you can, without meaning to, or even purposely manifest it without putting effort towards it. But it feels like this is something where the effort will have to be part of that process, okay? So when you want to, you'll make that change. But it feels like this may be a time where they're saying, if you're really serious about making that change, you have a lot of options. But also I find that you need to be remembering that divine timing is more than ever alive along your money and career path, as far as change, as far as accomplishments, as far as even I want to say divine delays. But the Five of Cups, because there's one of not multiple situations where even if this isn't consistently the energy, your outlook, your expectation, you're expecting the worst, right? And Spirit's saying that, yeah, at times it is valid, right? It's proven correct even due to the past within that situation, or regarding that person or people. But I just feel as if Spirit's saying, remember the power of your ability to manifest and create difficulty where it wasn't going to come to be, or an obstacle or two, maybe blockage, or more of which. But I also feel like you're going to be, thinking about doing what's right for Aries, because I feel as if you're feeling more than ever that things can't stay the same, and that's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Change is an important, necessary part of life, and your path, your money and career path, which is what we're here to speak about, is no exception to that. You know what I mean? Imagine, think back, if every job stuck with you, and some of which were extremely toxic and changed against your favor. If every job, every living situation, every other financial investment was kept within your world, continued, you wouldn't be where you are. You know what I mean? And that's important to remember, I feel, at this time, because it almost feels like out of fear, out of worry, out of the familiar, you're holding on to a little bit too tightly to what I feel maybe isn't serving you fully at all anymore. Maybe isn't in alignment with you, even if it once was. You may find there's also a back and forth kind of energy. It's like you want to change something, you don't. You want to accomplish something, you don't. They're wanting you to just trust your intuition and stick to what feels like the right choice for you, or flow with it. But the Four of Wands, because there are reasons to celebrate, and I find that structure is at certain points working to your advantage, as there are reasons to be proud of yourself in the midst of things falling into place, as they're saying this is one of the many reasons why you should and will be at certain points sitting back in your throne. But also I find there's going to be a focus on not only the fruits of your labor, as we look at this fruitful, plentiful energy and imagery around him, but I feel as if there's moments where you stop and look around, and I can relate, where Spirit's saying, look at all the materialistic items you have, right? On one level, I feel for a lot, you don't need more, at least not at this point. I'm not saying don't purchase the necessary items, but they're also saying appreciate it and watch other levels of abundance flow in for you, okay? But the Knight of Swords, because it feels like a lot of which you're on the go. There's fast accomplishments, fast moving, fast speaking. Slow it down a bit, okay? Reel it back in if need be. Maybe take a step back. But I do feel like all the meanwhile, there's a very protective energy about you in regards to your accomplishments in the past, currently, maybe even in regards to your money as well. But what about your energy? That's also of importance to protect. I hear that I'm hearing that you're finding yourself unexpectedly wanting to protect your future in regards to your future in that situation. All right, maybe your future of your money and career path in general, as you do know a lot more lies ahead for yourself than what's at hand that you've achieved. But I feel for a lot it's very specifically pertaining to one situation where you're wanting your reputation in the future to be held up, to be improving or increasing, better put. maybe in regards to you knowing or wanting a higher standing, a higher position within that company, okay? But the Hierophant, I mean, the amount of times we talked about change working to your advantage and maybe needing to be acted upon for the near future, all right? But it is the time where Spirit's saying, you will be gaining what you want, but what do you need more so, okay? So those are your messages. I hope they were truly helpful. I am sending you so much love and light. Bye, Aries.